Hey y'all, Jen of Jenna Mason Media here. Happy New Year to you. I want to come in with some encouragement. A quick word from the Lord. I heard this so very clearly. The Lord said it is all going to make sense in 2022. And He led me to Lamentations 3 and 4, and it reads like this. He has made my flesh and my skin waste away. He has broken my bones. He has besieged and enveloped me with bitterness and tribulation. Ooh. He has made me dwell in darkness like the dead of long ago. Now, the writer of this passage was under the impression that it was God who was doing these things to him. But, we know that's not really the case. It was more so that God allowed it. But even still, it's painful when we go through things like this. And we do feel like, God, why are you doing this to me? Why are you allowing this to happen? And for the past 22 months, many of us have probably felt this way. Like, what in the world is happening? COVID has shaken up our lives and our livelihoods and disrupted our families. And outside of COVID, we have had some personal struggles, maybe the isolation, the depression that comes with isolation, breakdown of relationships and things that we had put trust in and built our lives and foundations upon. And God wanted me to encourage us that in 2022, it is all going to make sense. Although it was painful, although it's left us reeling, things that didn't come together the way that we would have hoped, it's all going to be explained in 2022. So let's say, for example, you had family members flake on you during this time, and there were people that you really thought that you could depend on, and they showed you that that just wasn't the case. Do you know that it's possible that God was intentional in wanting to get you all to Himself so that He could grow you and put some new things in you and maybe help work some old things out of you? Sometimes things that we have learned from company that we keep that maybe isn't ideal company. Do you know that if you experience a job loss, that God could be setting you up for the greatest experience of your life? Maybe it's time to strike out on your own and start that business or ministry that God wants for you, because He's put a purpose down inside of you, and we all need what you have to share. I want to drop down to verse 22 in Lamentations 3, and it reads like this. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every single morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I will hope in Him. The Lord is good to those who wait for Him, to the soul who seeks Him. So even though the writer of this passage was going through a really rough time, it's like he had a moment where he said, you know what though? But I remember the goodness of the Lord, and I want you to remember the goodness of the Lord. Remember all the times He's brought you out and brought you through, and this is no different. And we look back and we say, okay, God, I understand why it had to be that way. And it's not until later, after we've come out and we're in the new place, that we begin to understand it. And so it will be with 2022. It's all going to make sense. I'm excited for you, and I'm excited about it.